Breaking news mga kapatid, no? A leaked Pentagon intelligence report, mga tol, says the US strikes on Iran's key nuclear facilities has probably only set back its enrichment program by months. Ayan mga kapatid, ito sabi rito, a leaked o kumalat na Pentagon intelligence report. Sinasabing yung US strikes daw sa Iran's key facilities o nuclear facilities has probably only set back its enrichment program by months. No, kumbaga ay pinasisinungalingan nitong report na to, itong kumalat na report na to, itong sinasabi ni US President Donald Trump na matapos daw yung pagtira o pagbomba ng US doon sa nuclear facilities ng Iran na completely obliterated. Ibig sabihin, wasak na talaga, sira na, hindi na mapapakinabangan, hindi na maitutuloy itong nuclear program ng Iran. Ang sabi rito kasi sa kumalat na Pentagon Intelligence Report is magkakaroon lang daw ng setbacks sa enrichment program by months o ilang buwan lang mga tol. Kumbaga parang may nasirang part lang pero mapapakinabangan pa, maitutuloy pa rin nila. Aayusin lang yung mga nasirang yun. Unlike doon sa sinasabi ni Donald Trump na talagang completely sira. No, sabi rito mga tol, yan the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called the report flat out wrong. O pinasinungalingan niya yung report na yun and said the leaking of this alleged assessment is a clear attempt to demean President Trump and discredit the brave fighter pilots who conducted a perfectly executed mission to obliterate Iran's nuclear program. So yan ay pinasinungalingan agad ng White House. Now, the initial classified assessment by the US Defense Intelligence Agency said 2 of the sites were not destroyed and concludes that key elements of the program to enrich uranium may soon restart. So sabi rito, the initial classified assessment by the US Defense Intelligence Agency, yung dalawa daw na sites, hindi daw nasira o hindi talaga na-destroyed and concludes that key elements of the program to enrich uranium may soon restart. Magsisimula ulit. And tuloy natin mga kapatid, itong report It says that much of Iran's stockpile of highly enriched uranium, which could possibly be used to make a nuclear weapon, was moved before the strikes took place. Nailipat na daw bago pa man tirahin ng Amerika etong mga lugar na to, nailipat na, sabi rito. Yung Iran, that much of Iran's stockpile of highly enriched uranium, which could possibly be used to make a nuclear weapon, was moved before the strikes took place. No, the development came as a ceasefire between Israel and Iran appeared to be holding after President Trump lashed out at Israel for its failure to abide by terms of the truce. No, so panoorin natin itong report na to mga kapatid dito sa BBC News. Again, para sa mga ating taga-subaybay, tayo'y magbibigay lamang po ng reaksyon, komentary, opinion sa balitang ating mapapanood. Hindi po sa akin manggagaling ang information na to. Kumbaga, sabay-sabay tayong manonood, sabay-sabay tayong pwedeng magbigay ng komentaryo. Kayo pwede kayong mag-comment sa ibaba ng inyong reaksyon. So bago natin to simulan, syempre wag nyo kalimutan mag-subscribe, click nyo na rin ang notification bell para ma-notify ka whenever na mayroong tayong bagong reaction video tulad nito kaugnay sa mga nagaganap nga ngayon sa loob at labas ng ating bansa. Wag na natin patagalin pa, panoorin na natin to mga tol.
Iran appears to be holding for now. The truce between Israel and Iran appears to be holding for now, hours after President Trump accused both sides of violating the fragile ceasefire that he announced overnight. As he set off for the NATO summit this morning, the president swore in front of reporters as his frustration, particularly at Israel, boiled over.
Napamura si Trump sa harap ng mga reporter dahil sa kanyang galit dito sa dalawang bansa.
Swore in front of reporters as his frustration, particularly at Israel, boiled over. You'll hear in full what he had to say in a moment. Tonight,
parang mas nagalit siya sa Israel.
Donald Trump has been warmly welcomed in The Hague, where NATO leaders have sat down to dinner at the start of the two-day summit on defense. It comes, though, as questions are now being raised in the United States about just how successful the American strikes were on Iran's nuclear facilities.
Ito rin, yung binasa natin kanina dahil nga dun sa nag-leak na Pentagon Intelligence Report, no? So dito mga kapatid, kinagalit din to ni Donald Trump, etong kumalat na report na to.
Here's our North America editor, Sarah Smith.
Israel launched a barrage of airstrikes on Tehran as the ceasefire deadline approached, also striking Iranian missile launchers in a last-minute all-out assault.
So etong ginawa ng Israel, ito yung bago dumating yung deadline. No, umatake pa ulit ang Israel dito sa Iran. No, bago pa yung deadline na ibinigay ni US President Donald Trump. Sabi rito sa report as a deadline approach, no, marami pang mga sinira itong Israel sa Iran.
Donald Trump was furious with both Iran and particularly Israel for not respecting the deal.
I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps...
We often see President Trump exasperated, but never actually swearing like this.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Hindi daw normal na nakikita si Trump na nagmumura ng ganito. Normal nakikita mo si Trump ganyan, nagagalit. Pero yung mga ganitong nagmumura daw, sabing gano'n na reporter, hindi daw regular o hindi daw normal na nakikitang ganyan.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Understand that Israel has pushed him too far this
Bad trip si Trump.
time, just when he's on his way to take a victory lap at a NATO summit in The Hague, but only if the truce holds. He posted on social media,
Israel, do not drop those bombs. If you do it, is a major violation. Bring your pilots home now. Yan ang sinasabi ni Trump.
Do not drop those bombs. If you do, it's a major violation. Bring your pilots home now. Then from onboard Air Force One, in a call to the Israeli Prime Minister, which the White House described as exceptionally firm and direct, Trump demanded he stick to the ceasefire. And then posted again saying,
Israel is not going to attack.
Israel is not going to attack Iran. All planes will turn around and head home while doing a friendly plane wave to Iran.
So dadaan lang daw.
Nobody will be hurt. The ceasefire is in effect.
Hello everybody, it's...
So, yun ang sinasabi ni Trump, no? Kumbaga, sinasabihan niyang Israel na tigil yun na yung pangtira niyo sa Iran. Makakagawa kayo ng total major violation sa ceasefire. Sabi naman ni Trump, hindi natitira ang Israel, no? Kumaway lang yung kanilang mga eroplano. Dumaan lang, no? Kumaway lang.
Great to be with a friend of mine.
The NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte is hosting Donald Trump in The Hague tonight. They get on well, but he might be very surprised to find the text messages he sent praising the president posted on social media. He wrote, Mr. President, dear Donald, congratulations and thank you for your decisive action in Iran. That was truly extraordinary, something no one else dared to do. It makes us all safer.
About aggression by
On Air Force One, Mr. Trump is already talking about his desire to agree a ceasefire in Ukraine.
You know, I'd like to see a deal with Russia. As you know, Vladimir called me up. He said, can I help you with Iran? I said, no, I don't need help with Iran. I need help with you.
Donald Trump loves a grand VIP welcome, arriving at the Royal Palace in The Hague, where he's meeting other NATO leaders, talking to them about spending more on their own defence, about Ukraine, and what he considers to be his crowning achievement in the Middle East. It's being reported here in America tonight that those American airstrikes on Iran might not have done as much damage to their nuclear facilities as Donald Trump claimed when he said they had been completely obliterated.
Ito yung kinagagalit ni Trump, na parang minamaliit daw yung kabayanihan ng mga pilot nung B-2 na naghulog nga ng missile o ng bomba o ng bunker buster doon sa key facilities o nuclear key facilities ng Iran dahil doon sa nag-leak na Pentagon Intelligence Report na sinasabing hindi naman daw talaga totally nasira. Kumbaga magkakaroon lang ng setback doon sa enrichment program na yon ng Iran ng ilang buwan. Tapos magre-restart ulit yung operation. Unlike doon sa kiniklaim ni Donald Trump na totally obliterated o talagang as in wasak at hindi na sila makakagawa pa ng nuclear pa.
An early Defense Department assessment that's been leaked says that the core components of Iran's nuclear program may not have been destroyed, that the country might only have been set back a few months, and that much of their enriched uranium stockpiles could have been moved to secret sites before the attack. Now, the White House are very angry about that. They've pushed back saying this is flat wrong. The press secretary said everyone knows what happens when you drop 14 30,000-pound bombs perfectly on their target. Total obliteration, she said. But they're not saying the Defense Department...
Pero hindi yun ang sinasabi ng Defense Department. Kasi meron nga daw report ang Defense Department na yun ang sinasabi. Na hindi talaga totally nasira at magkakaroon lang ng setback its enrichment program doon sa Iran ng ilang buwan lang.
Assessment is untrue.
Sarah Smith, our North America editor, thank you. Well, Israel and Iran had launched large-scale attacks at each other overnight. In Iran, targets were hit in the capital Tehran and in the northern region of Gilan, where local officials now say at least 16 people were killed. In Israel, the southern city of Beersheba was hit. 4 people were killed in a missile strike on a residential building. From Jerusalem.
Ito yung report na binigyan natin ng reaksyon nung nakaraan. After daw ng announcement, bigla pang nagtirahan itong dalawang to.
Lucy Williamson reports.
Beersheba was still a war zone this morning as Iran announced its commitment to peace. Rescue teams bringing out bodies from an apartment block hit in a final salvo of missiles, fired minutes before Iran agreed to the truce.
5 minutes bago mag-agree ang Iran.
One sliced through the walls straight into a bomb shelter, rescuers said, killing several people inside.
It's not about how many landed, it's why are missiles still being targeted towards civilian buildings like this?
There's meant to be a ceasefire this morning.
Well, you know, actions speak volumes, and this speaks for itself.
I think Israel need to hit back Iran because Iran...
Gagalit yung mga tao. Sabi kasi ceasefire na sabi, tignan mo na lang. Action speaks volume than words daw.
Kill people. Iran said peace, but there is no peace. No peace.
As we were there, another alert came in, warning of more missiles fired from Iran, after Israel had also agreed to the truce. But Israeli planes, on their way to retaliate, were called back home on the orders of Donald Trump. Tonight, Israel's Prime Minister vowed to act against any new nuclear threat.
All the actions that our fighters have taken have brought Iran's nuclear program to ruins. And if anyone in Iran tries to revive this project, we will act with the same determination and strength to end any such attempt. I repeat, Iran will not have nuclear weapons.
So sinasabi rito ni Prime Minister Netanyahu, kapag nalaman daw nila na sinisimulan ulit ng Iran, eto yung nuclear program na to, is gagawin ulit nila yung ginawa nila nitong nakaraan. At inuulit niya, hindi pwedeng magkaroon ng nuclear weapon ng Iran. At gagawin ulit nila yung pag-ataking ginawa nila sa Iran pag nalaman nilang nagsasagawa ulit ito ng nuclear program.
Iran still has the capability to fire missiles at Israel and has warned of a powerful response to any further attacks. The war has shifted power in Israel's favor, but tonight in Tehran, protesters called for their leaders to resist.
We must see it through to the end. There's no benefit in stopping now. Just like what happened in Gaza and Lebanon, Israel, America, and Trump himself cannot be trusted at all.
Iran will avenge the people you killed, said Suhaila. One day we'll
mga Iranian people to.
Iran will avenge the people you killed, said Suhaila. One day we'll catch you off guard. Be sure of that. In northern Israel,
kumbaga wala daw magagawa kasi kung titigil pa ngayon di ba?
Today, a souvenir from 12 days of conflict. An interceptor used in Israel's air defenses. Israel says this short war has made the region safer by weakening Iran as a military threat. But it's weakened the regime as well. Lucy Williamson, BBC News, Beersheba.
Alright mga kapatid, so ayun na nga no, itong mga kumalat na report o mga nag-leak na Pentagon Intelligence Report na nagsinasabing magkakaroon lang ng setback itong enrichment program ng Iran by months at magre-restart ulit. Ito ba'y nangangahulugan na posibleng magsimula ulit ang gera sa hinaharap mga tol? Posibleng mangyari ulit itong nangyayari ngayon. Do meron ng ceasefire, di ba? At gustong gumante ng Israel dahil nga nagpakawala pa daw ng bomba ang Iran at ikinasawi nga ng 4 na tao. Subalit pinigil na yan ni Donald Trump at sinabing wag nang umatake, di ba? Pero sinabi ni Prime Minister Netanyahu, kapag nalaman nila na nagsasagawa ulit ng nuclear program itong Iran, gagawin ulit nila yung kanilang ginawa na pag-atake. Which is kaugnayan dito sa intelligence report mula rito sa the initial classified assessment by the US Defense Intelligence. Ito mga tol Yan, ewan ko nakikita ninyo. The initial classified assessment by the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency said 2 of the sites were not destroyed, hindi daw nasira, and concludes that the key elements of the program to enrich uranium may soon restart. So pag nagsimula ulit yan, soon, sabing ganon, few months siguro from now, o baka ngayong taon din to magsisimula ulit yan, hindi posible ulit na yan ay atakihin ng Israel. Kasi nga sabi ni Netanyahu, hindi kayo pwedeng magmay-ari ng nuclear weapon. Ano sa tingin ninyo mga tol? Comment kayo sa ibaba. No? Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood hanggang sa muli. Ako nga pala si Shobal D. Peace out.